Hello guys, I'm back again. Today we are going to revise question tags. So let's have a look when we are going to use this kind of a structure. Okay, we use this kind of a structure, question tags, when you want to confirm that something, that sentence that you have said or somebody has said is correct. You want to confirm that that is correct. So in Spanish translation we use verdad, and this is very important. You have to use that question tag right at the end of the sentence, always right at the end of the sentence. So let's have a look what is the structure. You are going to use the auxiliary verb, okay, we are going to explain to you in a minute, and then the subject. This is very important. The subject is always going to be I, you, he, she, it, you, we, they. Just remember, this is very important, okay? You're not going to use anything else. If you have names, you have to substitute that name for one of the subjects, okay? So, let's have a look at the auxiliary verbs that we have here in English. If you're talking a sentence, which is in present simple, you are going to use do for affirmative or don't, or maybe does or doesn't. If you talk about past simple, you are going to use did or didn't. For present perfect, you are going to use have or haven't, has, hasn't. When you're talking about the verb to be, the verb to be is special. Okay, so imagine you're talking about I am tall. Now I'm going to make a question tag. Aren't I? Aren't I? I want you to have a look why we are using this here. Okay, as you can see, everything that we are using is very short. It's an abbreviation. You cannot use, for a negative question tag at the end, do not. It has to be don't. Or will not. It has to be won't. Always the abbreviation, okay, of that negative. So we don't have really abbreviation of I am not. So the closest we can use is aren't I. This is very important. Then I'm not for affirmatives. If am, are, aren't, is, isn't, was, wasn't, were, weren't. Okay? And then obviously we have will, want, can, can't, must, mustn't, or should, shouldn't. Let's have a look at some examples and then you understand a bit more how to use it. So if you have a negative sentence or phrase, okay, that question tag right at the end has to be in negative. So Robert eats pizza. That is present simple. And I know the verb here is present simple, so I have to use the auxiliary of the present simple in negative. This is very important. If the sentence is in affirmative, I need my auxiliary to be in negative. Can you see? Phrase in affirmative, question tag, my auxiliary has to be in negative. So obviously for it, which is Robert, in your head should be he, okay, you are going to use doesn't. Robert eats pizza, doesn't he? So another example, they have seen this film, haven't they? As you can see, the word here, the auxiliary verb, have, because it's present perfect, we are going to use haven't. Can you see? Have, haven't. Remember, because if we have a sentence, a phrase in affirmative, I need my auxiliary verb in negative. Haven't they? Now we're going to see the other way around. Imagine the sentence is in negative. I need my, obviously, when you're talking about that, question tag, my auxiliary verb has to be in, affirmative. So if you sentence in this case, okay, let's have a look at the sentence. My mom didn't lose her phone. I need that auxiliary now, because obviously the verb is in negative, in affirmative. That is a past simple sentence. Have a look. Past simple sentence. Okay, past simple. Okay, if I've got didn't, oh, I have to use did now. So my mom didn't lose her phone. Did she? Remember, I told you you cannot use, names or my brother or my sister. You always have to use subjects. I, you, he, she, it, blah, blah, blah. And then another example, we won't go to the part, will we? So again, I can see straight away that this is a negative. Can you see a negative or the future? So I have to use now my auxiliary verb in the affirmative mode. So we won't go to the park, will we? So I hope you understood. Now we are going to do an exercise where you have to obviously complete with the auxiliary verb and subject. You have to create your own question tags, and right at the end I'm going to give you the answers. So hopefully you are going to do a great job. Let's go for it. Here we have an exercise with question tags. Just remember, guys, what are question tags? You really want to confirm that something, okay, that you have just said, that's the sentence, is correct, okay? So remember, you're always going to use right at the end a little question, but the opposite meaning of the verb. So if you have affirmative, you are going to use the negative of that verb, and if you have a negative, you are going to use the affirmative of that verb. Okay, remember, if you have, obviously the past, if it's affirmative, you're going to use did. If you're going to use the negative, didn't. If you're talking about the future, for affirmative, will, and so and so. Okay, just remember. So I'm going to give you a few, minutes to do this exercise, and then I'm going to show you, obviously, the answers. Go. We haven't had an English test this week. That's obviously present perfect. You went to a party last Saturday. You're thinking about past simple. Our teacher lives near you. That's present simple. You weren't at school last Tuesday. That's past simple verb to be. You aren't going out tonight. That's present continuous. It will be sunny tomorrow. That's future with will. And you can't play the piano. That is a modal verb can. So just remember, you have to use now at the end here. Remember, as the first, can you see? You have to use the negative of the verb that you would, you have in this sentence. So this is, you're thinking about isn't. And obviously your birthday, can you see your birthday in your head? You are going to substitute that with it. That's the subject for birthday. So I'm going to show you the answers. If you have done the exercise, otherwise pause, please. And when you've done it, carry on watching, because I'm going to show you the answers now. There we go. As you can see, haven't had, so have we? Went, obviously I told you. Didn't, that's the auxiliary verb. Didn't you? Lives, remember, doesn't, she or he, because we don't know if the teacher is a girl, a woman, or a boy, a man. You weren't, were you? Aren't going, obviously, are you? There'll be something, want it, and can you. Okay, I hope you understood. And that's it, really, thank you. This is, our lesson today, question tags. I want you to have a look properly, because unfortunately the video that comes afterwards, in a few seconds, you can't really see the bottom bit, it's missing. Has, hasn't, and weren't, right at the bottom there, you can see here is missing. So I want you to have a look. That's question tags. This is the correct, structure. Everything is there. You can see it on the board now. And now we are going to give you the explanation for question tags. So can you see that everything is correct now? I'm going to show you the explanation video and then some examples.